We've got a packed episode of gaming news. Nintendo Switch 2 is launching on June 5 with exclusive titles that we're going to see in this video. Is the price going to get affected by the economical tariffs? And are you actually going to receive your console after the chaos that happened with the pre-orders? Lots of updates and news on Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered that was released on April 22 and is already smashing it. Bloopers and ugly monsters came with it, but is it actually worth the hype? Ghost of Yotei has officially a release date as well as a pre-order date. And finally, which famous TV series is going to get an open world RPG and which huge project is reportedly cancelled? Stay tuned to find out. Hello gamers, in case you were thinking of getting your hands on the Nintendo Switch 2, this is going to be a little bit harder than you thought. Yes, the official release date is on June 5, but the pre-orders have already opened and chaotic is the least that we could call them. They hit historic levels and this is causing some problems. Buyers, especially in the US, seem to get stuck on loading pages. They receive the message that the item is out of stock even though they have already successfully completed the order, or even sometimes they're getting charged for more consoles than the one that they put in the basket. And these are just some of the technical issues. Due to the high demand, in case you manage to successfully order the console, you may not receive it on time. According to their website, Nintendo stated that, quote, "Due to the very high demand, we will be working diligently to fulfill orders as product becomes available, but delivery by June 5 is not guaranteed." Now, if you were wondering if the price got affected by the tariffs, well, it didn't. Luckily, the console will remain at $450. However, it seems that the accessories took a hit by the recent market events. For example, the Pro Controller, originally announced at $79.99, is now at $84.99. The Joy-Con 2 is now $94.99 as opposed to $89.99. The dock set was announced at $109.99 and will now sell for $119.99. But enough with the serious stuff. Let's see some fun news. 27 games are officially coming to Switch 2, such as Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong, The Legend of Zelda, Kirby, Cyberpunk 2077, Street Fighter 6, Fortnite, and many more. And again, here the prices vary, with some of them facing some backlash because players think that they cost a little more than they should. As for the games that they are not on the list and are rumored to be included, one of them is Enjoy, a life simulator game that was released on March 28th, and the creator seems dedicated to bring it on Switch 2. And speaking about newly released games, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, that is kind of a long title, was released this Tuesday, April 22, as it was of course rumored, and it seems that it's off to a good start. To please the fans, the creators even left inside a much-loved audio blooper from the original release, where the voice actor delivers a line, stops, asks to redo it, and delivers it again in a different way. Luckily, thanks to some Wise's tweet, we've got the footage. Take a look.
I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Wait a minute, let me do that one again. I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night.
Staying on the fun side, this remastered version, just as the original, offers the players a character creation, which means that they can alter the appearance and not only of a character that already exists in the game. I bet that when the creators included that, they didn't think that it was going to cause kind of a silent competition of who was going to make the ugliest of them all. Many images of terrifying monsters are circulating the internet, and if you want to take a look at them, you can search them up on Reddit or YouTube. Despite being an instant hit and winning players all over the world, the former president of Blizzard seems to have thrown some shade to the game in a recent tweet. Quote, "I'm skeptical about 20-year-old remasters. What was once fantastic, now remastered, will never hold up against modern masterpieces like Elden Ring. The bar has simply moved from safe open-world RPGs to what Elden Ring brought us all. I would love to be proven wrong." Now, this is just the opinion of one man that is for sure very experienced in the gaming industry. But with over 22,000 reviews just on Steam and 82% of them being very positive, I'd say that the players are are happy with it, and probably they believe that it did deserve the hype. If you played it already, drop a comment down below. Did the game meet your expectations, or do you think that the remaster wasn't a great idea? Moving on to a game that got a release date, the Ghost of Yotei, or Yotei, I don't know which one is correct. Sony has officially announced the release date that is going to be October 2nd of 2025, with the pre-orders opening on May 2nd. Although players at first thought that this is the sequel of the previous successful title, that I'm probably also going to pronounce incorrectly, Ghost of Tsushima, creators made it clear that it's not a sequel per se, it's more of a standalone sequel. It is tied in many ways to the previous game, but in the new title we're going to follow the story of Achu at her revenge quest. In addition, by watching the trailer of the game, in the last seconds it is hinted that the guiding wind system that was introduced in the previous game is going to be included also in the Ghost of Yotei. Okay, we are almost at the end, but I cannot leave you without revealing which successful series is going to become an RPG and which huge project is reportedly cancelled before it even began. If you're a fan of the Wheel of Time, whether you read the books or you watched the series, I have good news for you. The iWatch Studios, previously known as Red Eagle Entertainment, is going to make the adaptation of the series into an open-world RPG, with the development process expecting to last 3 years. The lead of the development of the project is none other than Craig Alexander, who also launched The Lord of the Rings Online 2007. On the other hand, if you are a Blade Runner fan, I have some bad news for you. According to the Insider Gaming, Supermassive Games was developing Blade Runner Time to Live, a third-person action-adventure game where you would be the only Blade Runner in 2065, and was planned to be released in 2027. But unfortunately it was reportedly cancelled due to a disagreement between the Supermassive Games and the Blade Runner rights owner Alcon Entertainment. So that's all for this week's gaming news. Which story are you most excited or furious about? Drop a comment down below, smash that like button, and of course don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more weekly gaming news. Catch you next time. Happy gaming! Nintendo Shorty.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
Which famous TV series is going to get an open world RPG, and which huge project is reportedly cancelled? Stay tuned to find out. Why the f do we have a cat? I wanted a dog.